I believe in John because he makes things happen. I have always admired how he can take something that seems to be a thorny problem and make it work.
John would make an excellent governor. His leadership abilities, his ability to communicate, really pull the resources necessary to get this state to survive and thrive again.
From the lobstermen to the lawyers, I really think he's got that ability to see everybody's challenges and come up with smart solutions.
Stephanie and I have been married for 20 years, and we have 3 children. My father was a volunteer fire chief. As a young kid, I don't have a memory where I wasn't at the firehouse. At 16, I entered the fire service as a volunteer firefighter. I knew then that my life was going to be about service to others. I began a career in the practice of law. I represented police and fire around the state, but I began to look for something else. I thought that it was time for me to step up and make a change. I went out and knocked on every door in the district, and I won. I beat an incumbent, became a state representative. I became commissioner of the Maine Department of Economic and Community Development in February of 2007. I understood that we needed to do something different. These were tough times, and they got worse. And they got worse because it's a global economy that's turned upside down. Everybody has a plan, and everybody has a vision. But it's having a plan and vision that's based on experience and a proven record of creating jobs that makes me different.
The Washburn and Doughty fire on 7/11/08 was a total loss to the tune of about $12 million.
It looked like a scene out of a war movie.
The afternoon of the fire, John was able to deliver what he came down to accomplish here.
We sat together on day one while that shipyard was still burning, figuring out what we were going to do next.
He cared enough about the business environment, was quick to communicate with the workforce and care about their individual needs.
We were there and we offered assistance, not just that day, but every day until they finally got rebuilt.
People were wandering around here wondering if they were going to come back to a job the following Monday, and we got to a point where we've not only increased employment 30%, but the top line growth is up even more than that.
I am very proud to have played a role in making sure now that Washburn Doughty not only is rebuilt, but is rebuilt to be made even bigger and better.
He's about getting the job done, and I think that's something that we need. We are a state of small businesses, so I appreciate his commitment to growing any kind of business.
The thing that excites me about John is that he's smart enough to understand the challenges, and he's been in the game long enough to know how to make changes to give Maine business a chance again. Every time we've talked about our businesses, he's tried to figure out ways to assist us in growing our job base and what we're doing.
John has the attributes to really listen with empathy. He lives up to his commitments.
I know that he's listened. He's called me back and had follow-up conversations. For a busy guy in the state to listen to one of the businesses in Maine is an amazing thing.
The history of this state is about forest products. It's about agriculture. It's about working on the water. And my vision is about taking advantage of and complementing what we have as natural resources. Making sure that our infrastructure is sound, making sure that community development is vibrant. We have the opportunity to move Maine forward. I want to bring people together. It's what I do well, and I've done it in tough times. I have a passion for public service, and I have a passion for the people of the state of Maine.
I support John Richardson for governor.
John Richardson is for jobs.
I believe John is for Maine business.
Together, we can get this job done.